Hi guys, today I want to show you how to hunt Winter Court on level 400 plus EK. So a quick 30-second breakdown to begin with. Experience is about 8 out of 10, loot is about 8 out of 10, spawn difficulty is about 9 out of 10. Their spawn is very difficult for a solo EK around level 400. The only reason it's 9 out of 10 and not 10 out of 10 is because it's quite easy to mitigate the damage using prismatic rings, ice protection imbuements and glacier amulets. If it wasn't for that, it would be a 10 out of 10 difficulty spawn. The monsters deal a lot of damage, so be careful. Optimization difficulty is about 5 out of 10. The route is a little bit iffy, but it's not too bad. You do it a few times and it will be fine. Access difficulty is about 2 out of 10. You need the Ice Islands quest, the start of it, and you need the access to Winter Court via the Dream Courts quest. And popularity is about 6 out of 10. This place can be effectively hunted by Knight and Paladin solos, so that's why it's popular. It can also be hunted by Druids and Sorcerers. However, the mages normally only hunt 3 levels, +1, 0 and -1. They probably don't hunt +2 because there isn't quite enough room to run around, and it's quite dangerous with the difficult monsters on the top level. And EK-ED duo can also hunt here very effectively. Full team hunt is a bit iffy. There's probably not enough room to run through, and some of the corridors are quite narrow, so there can be quite a lot of retargeting for monsters. So full team hunt is a maybe. Okay, so here are the results. In my hunt analyzer, you can see I made about 3 million experience in 30 minutes, giving us a nice average of 6 million per hour. And I made 350k profit, which is 700k an hour. This was a little bit on the low end. Normally when I hunt, I get a little bit more than that. So if you look at the results, for top results for someone with best in slot items and very high skills, you can start around level 400, expect around 6 million experience and 700 to 800k profit. For good results, I recommend around level 500 plus, because as I say, this place is difficult and you will struggle here most likely. Expecting about 5.5 million experience and about 650k an hour. And for average results on level 550 plus, if you want to take it a bit slower, you can probably get about 5 million experience and 500k an hour profit. With regards to bestiary, it'll take you about 12 hours for rear guards and vanguards, around 17 hours for Soulbroken Harbingers, and then about 31 hours for Thanatos, 33 hours for Arachnophobica, and 50 hours for Hibernal Moth. Though that one is, a bit special because it only spawns at night. So if you were to, only hunt at night, it would be a lot quicker. If you happen to hunt mostly in the Tibian day, then it's going to be longer, right? So the requirements are minimum level 400 plus. Honestly, I would recommend higher level if you're not super experienced, because this place is difficult. You'll need access to Tersong, which is the island on which it's on. This is obtained via the Ice Islands quest, only the first couple of missions. And access to Winter Court itself via the Dream Courts quest. You need to go speak to the fairy on Edron, and that's it. And you will want a fire or earth damage weapon. Ideally fire. I think for all vocations, the fire weapon is better. If you're taking a lot of damage and you have a one-handed earth weapon, then perhaps you can use, for example, in axe, you can use the lion axe with the ectoplasmic shield, which gives you a little bit of ice protection and some extra skill, for example. With the recommended imbuements, I recommend 2 times vampirism, 1 times void, 1 times crit, and 1 times or even 2 times ice protection imbue if you can use a shield. And with regards to the damage input, it's about 50% physical, 30% ice, 10% energy, and then 5% holy and death each. So you will want the death protection trinket. With the rest of the items, you'll want to prioritize physical protection as always, but also some ice protection. So glacier amulets are a definite must, and prismatic rings are also very helpful. They help to mitigate mostly the physical damage, but also some of the energy damage. And it's also worth mentioning that the glacier amulets increase our damage from energy by 10%. So even though they mitigate a lot of the ice damage, they then increase some of our energy protection. So prismatic ring can help with that a lot as well. With regards to supplies, I use about 3,000 strong mana potions per hour, basically spamming them all the time, around 100 supreme health potions per hour. With regards to charms, I recommend applying offensive charms on the monsters that are most common there, which are rear guards and vanguards. So you can use whatever, low blow and flame poison. They all work pretty well. Then you should probably apply the defensive charm dodge on Arachnophobica, probably. Once you unlock Soulbroken Harbinger, you can also apply it on them. There's a lot of charms that work here. You can apply some offensive charm on Arachnophobia if you want, wound or whatever. And if you unlock Thanacersus, you can apply curse on them as well. And the character you'll see in the video is a level 442 EK, 125 axe skill, 2 times vampirism, 1 times void, 1 times crit, 1 times axe, and 1 times ice protection imbuements, and no boost, no praise, and no charms. Okay. So here is the route. So I recommend that you just watch the video because the route is a little bit difficult to get across in those images. So it's a little bit complicated, but it's not so bad if you watch the video. So starting from level 0, you do a little bit of a pull here, going east and north. You sort of do a circle on the surface around, pulling some extra monsters, killing things on the way. You then go down the stairs to -1. So it brings us here. We basically do a kind of a loop, pulling out monsters from the 3 corridors, sort of killing them in about 2-3 pulls maybe. We go back to level 0, we go south, sort of pull everything from the main room here and from the southwest corner, kill them around here, and then go north to +1. So we come out at +1 here, we basically kite and go south, killing everything on the way. If we're struggling, we can wait, we can stand by the wall and get about 4 monsters on us if it's too dangerous. Then we can go to +1, to +2 here. So we come out on the top floor. This is probably the hardest part of the spawn. So here at +2, I do recommend standing by the wall. So you go somewhere by the wall and only get 5 monsters on you. So you basically do a couple of pulls here right when you come in. You then go north. You do a pull by the teleporter, which is the inner winter court. So here you will kill a lot of spiders and Thanacersuses. And once you've killed those, you go sort of back on yourself, go south and then east. And then you do a big pull here as well. You go down the stairs, ending on +1 here. You go north, killing things as you go here in this corridor. You go down to level 0 down the stairs. You end up here, and then you sort of go south, pulling everything here in this corridor and in the bottom right here. You end up killing it somewhere in this bottleneck here on the entrance, and that's that, and that's your lap. Okay, so that's all I had to show for you. I hope you do enjoy the video. If you do, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll play you the video now. So thank you, bye bye.